Hey, let's see what the council has to say today. We'll give her a minute to move completely out of the way. Still getting used to letting this be easy. Greetings to our beloved messenger and all who are wanting or needing to hear this message today. Greetings from the council. We greet you all this evening with the message of love. So many of you are searching for love. What you are searching for is already within you. Love is an inside job. As it relates to your love relationships, what are you seeing showing up in your experiences? A true reflection of the vibration in which you are emanating. You are powerful, powerful creators and attractors of your experience. And when you become more aware and embrace that is your truth, you can truly begin to turn your life around in ways that you are wanting. Love, the thing that so many of you find to be such an elusive thing, just out of your grasp. Indeed, it's not. Love is an inside job. If you learn how to love yourself the way you are wanting to be loved, you will attract that same love. It is just that simple. Oddly, it's just that simple. Now, many of you may think that, well, that sounds kind of crazy. How is that the case? Because you were lacking in understanding your truth and your power, and you are lacking in the understanding of universal law. Just as there are physical laws of your physical world, it is true that there is spiritual law in the spiritual world that rules and regulates your existence here on the earth plane. Now, gravity, physical law, yes? Yes. Whether you know about it whether you understand it or not. It is because it's physical law. The same is true of spiritual law. There are spiritual laws that you may not be aware of, but yet it is true. Now, just like your spiritual laws are all for your, or retract that, just as your physical laws are truth and they are there for your greater good. Given that you are living a lifetime on your earth plane, if there wasn't the law of gravity, you would all fly off into the universe. You can't live out there, yes? So it's for your greater good. Same is true of spiritual law. It too is for your greater good. Now, the spiritual law that we are speaking of, as far as your vibration, the vibration that you emit, dictates what happens in your experience. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? Well, let's try to break this down for you in terms that are easy to understand. When you are understanding that there is the law of love being the answer to everything. Let's start with that one. Whatever quandary you have in your life, whatever challenge that you have in your life, whatever circumstances that you are needing to sort out, seek your answers in love. That is for your highest and best good. And that universal law is true. Now, as it relates to if you are operating under that universal law, that love is the answer to all things, and you understand that, in which all thoughts, actions, reactions, and what you say, what you do, follow that law, you are vibrating at a very high frequency. That law also applies to yourself. How many of you love yourself as you offer to another? I'll give you a moment to contemplate that. Oftentimes you're offering others far more than you actually carve out time for yourself. You've been taught that. You've been taught to not be selfish in your life. And we support you reframing that belief system. That is certainly untrue. And if you are not honoring yourself, then you are, number one, giving your power away. Secondly, you are not going to live a happy life by negating what your needs are and what your heart is wanting for yourself. And if you are doing that, and if you are doing that as a practice, that is going to take you to a very low vibration. And your vibration is what you create from. Which brings us to another universal law, that you are the architect of your experience. That you literally create everything in your life, for the exception of what you planned in accordance to your soul purpose and divine life plan. Those things are being guided by your soul. Those are the things that we would say you cannot control, that just happen in your life. But all other things, what you decide, what you do, what you say from minute to minute to minute to minute to minute to minute in your life, those are your choices. And a lot of that is dictating your vibration. And as you are dictating your vibration by what you say, what you think, what you do, you are attracting from that very vibration. And it goes back to what we were speaking of before. Thoughts become things. Thoughts become things from moment to moment to moment to moment to moment in your life. And that is what you are creating from as well. So thoughts dictate your emotions. Emotions dictate how you feel. And how you feel largely drives your vibration. And of course, your vibration is what you create from. So, as it relates back to love and possibly the love that you are all seeking, there's so much focus given to your love relationships, so much angst, so much uncertainty, so much anxiety, worrying about the other person, why they're doing what they do, or how they really feel. We support you all being mono-focused on how you feel. When you care the most about how you feel is what you begin to create your highest and best life from. So reframe how you think about what you've been taught as to how you're meant to act and do in accordance to what other people think. You are on your own path, a path which likely many may not understand because your dreams are not necessarily another person's dreams. No one is going to understand your dreams because they're not theirs. They're not you. They're not theirs. They're yours. So hold tight to your dreams, the things that you are wanting, the things that you are passionate about, the things that you are dreaming about. They are meant for you. And certainly, you come here on this earth plane in order to experience challenge. That is the life. That is the life and the reason why you incarnated here. Embrace it. Embrace it knowing that it's in accordance to your plan, anything that happens. And trust. Lean into the trust of the divine plan that you set for yourself and that source is co-creating with you and having agreed to. Trust, lean in to that power of source agreeing to your dreams. You have a great, most powerful co-creator working with you towards those dreams. The only thing that will hold you from it is you and your limiting thoughts. This is one of the reasons why we, the council, come to you with this message, because so many of you are far more deserving of the life that you are living. You're deserving of more. You are meant for more. You are meant to be happy. You're meant to be joyful. You're meant to have the joyful experience of figuring out this life experience. Yes, it's wrought with challenges, but you are God in human form. You are far more powerful than any challenge that comes to greet you. Lean in and trust in your power that is supported and being guided by source energy. You are a part of that energy in human form. No limitations. You are deserving of abundance. Money is energy. Do you really think that source makes a distinction in agreeing for you to have $10 million versus $1? $10 million to source is a pittance of what source can agree for you to have. Money is energy, but the way you experience money is dependent upon your energy. So we come to you with universal law and your truths to help you to navigate this lifetime in accordance to the highest and best possible version of your life plan. We are all in support and guiding you, cheering you on towards it. It is our greatest hope that through our work, as we continue delivering these messages, that you will begin to see yourself as we see you, the divine, magnificent beings that you are, so capable and powerful, powerful manifestors. It's within you. Resource within to see it and to find it and to tap into it. It is there. Quiet your thoughts. Meditate. Listen for us. We are patiently, anxiously awaiting your audience so that we can tell you all the answers to the questions that you seek. They are all there within you, ready to be accessed in your moments of quiet and stillness. It's time. We see you all struggling. And yes, this life experience is fraught with challenge, but it is not meant for you to struggle day in and day out and just merely exist. You are meant to thrive in your lives, thrive in many, many ways. And many of you that are caught, stuck in cycles in which you are looking to break free from, you can dream your way out. You can do far more, accomplish far more by going within, meditating, resourcing that power, that energy that can pull you out and move you forward. That is what we are awaiting your audience to tell you. So it is our hope that these messages that we are bringing forward are helpful to you and that you're wanting to hear more, that you are wanting to learn more, that you are anxious to drink this information in and begin to adopt it into your belief system so that you can begin to manifest the lives that is accessible to you and meant for you. So this is our message to you today. We hope that it greets you with much love, joy, and peace. And for now, we are complete, but we will again visit with you soon. Namaste. And so it is. Before I turn off this video, no one is more surprised than me that this is happening. If anyone who saw the first one that came before this one It's the very first one that I published, and I suppose I'm supposed to be publishing these as a precursor to my book, I suppose. You know, I'm on this journey as everyone else is in their life. I'm just on this one, a spiritual one. Yesterday's video, I just broke down because I feel like I need to explain what was happening with that. Oftentimes when I channel, I'm flooded with an overwhelming sense of unconditional love. And that's part of what I was feeling, and it often brings me to tears. But yesterday was different because that was a different type of channeling. Prior, I had been channeling for all these years, ever since I was 18 years, no, sorry, about, 18 years old when I first started learning how to meditate, and I kept it a secret, looking to develop my intuitive gifts when I was a student at Berkeley. Up until just recently, I channeled with my eyes closed. And recently they have asked me, more than asked me, they've been pretty forceful about it. Open your eyes, Kelly. Open your eyes. And at first, the first time that they did that, I'm not opening my eyes. Then the second time, they just kept saying, open your eyes, open your eyes. And I finally did. And I was surprised to find that channeling was even easier to do it with my eyes open. I thought that it would be distracting what's around me. I was wrong. And then the thought flooded in. The message of the book that I've been writing, the whole aim of it is to take the perceived distance away between us and spirit, source. You know, traditionally we've been taught that we needed priests or we needed intermediaries in order to access source or show us the way to. That's bullshit. So this has been the message that I've been writing about in this book for the past 8 years. And they told me long ago that I would be the living, breathing testimonial for this work. And there's many ways that has already happened, but this is yet another step in that, because they are showing me, why are you being a barrier in your channeling, Kelly? This is your message. This is our message through you. So we need you to be that message. Open your eyes and channel. That they are me and I am them. There's no big ceremony that needs to happen to have the council come move in through me. It feels very natural, feels very easy. And that is the message about spirituality and all of our connection with source and spirit and this type of energy. It's within us. It's our birthright to tap into it. There is no separation between us and them. I feel like they're still kind of channeling through me, actually. So this is their aim. This is the point of introducing you to spiritual law, the 7 universal truths, so that you can understand what your truth is, that you are source and you are God in human form. And so if that is us expressed as a human, source expressed as in human form, then there is no separation. We are part of that energy. So there is no pomp and circumstance needed in order to tap into it. It's a birthright, y'all. So, yeah. I love the levity that they're coming in through. They were, maybe it's just because I'm tired that, or maybe they were just subdued tonight. I don't know. It's late here. What time is it? It's the end of my day, but I've been doing a whole lot. I do a lot of administrative work for my business at night, so it's 10 something. So I guess this is what we're doing. Didn't see this coming, but this is the next step. They have me writing this book. It should be going to the publishers this fall sometime. I had to do some rewrites on it, but the end is near for that to come out of my hands and into the hands to bring it out into the world. So now I suppose that they are setting the stage in this way now in order to pave the way for their messages to be brought forward. So I hope that this information, as I am kind of putting myself out there, I'm gonna get a lot of people saying you're crazy as bad shit, but I have fuck dust to give. I'm doing the work that I know. I've been living this work for the past 8 years. It's time. It's been in the works for a long time. It's time for it to come out. And I'm just the messenger. I'm just the willing conduit instrument for them to get their work out. So all who are in need of it and searching for it will find this information. I'm not concerned about it. But if you happen upon these videos and they are of great, if they resonate with you, then all of this is worth it. It's worth it, this 8-9 year journey and everything that I've been through in order to get to the place that I can do this. I had to grow a lot. And that'll be part of their message too, because I have been batshit crazy in my life. And if I can be the messenger for them, it really does do a lot to, and me allowing myself to be vulnerable and put out like that, it hopefully will do a lot to break down the barriers of the perceived distance between us and source. And that will come more evident as more and more of this work comes out. But they used me as a truly human, very, if you want to call it, flawed individual, and if who uses potty mouth language all the time. Fuck is my favorite word. There's been times I've been in this office and writing and things in my life going sideways, and I'm just screaming at them, fuck you, fuck this shit, this is bullshit. They're like, then I go back in and channel, are you done yet? Are you finished? There is no judgments. There are no judgments. And I think that is another thing that the book is going to highlight and hopefully bring a lot of relief and hope to all of you all who begin to adopt that, because so much of our existence is riddled with judgment and fear and anxiety and worry and all of that. And this book addresses a lot of that. There is no judgment. There is no right or wrong. There's not. There's just, what you're doing, is that consistent with who you're trying to be? Is that where you're trying to get? Doing that? Treating somebody like that? Is that, the golden rule goes a long way. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So, and again, that defaults back to energy. It's not necessarily a right or wrong thing, but it's energy that you're putting out. That energy you attract right back in your experience. And it may not be necessarily right away, but you can't escape your own energy. So learning about your energy and vibration is key to living our lives better and happier. So anyway, I could go on and on. I've been writing this shit for 8 years. So they have lots to say, and I guess that they're wanting to do it in these videos. So here we go. Buckle in. I don't know where it's going to take us, but I'm game for the ride. It's a lot of fun. So I hope that these teachings are really of help, because as raised as a Catholic girl in school for 12 years of Catholic education, I always thought it was bullshit. Never answered my questions. Didn't seem like shit made sense. And don't question. Just be a good Catholic. Which is basically a bit of shaming, right? Which is why I always had a problem. It just never sat well in my spirit, because you can't claim to be espoused to be godlike and be judgmental. Two don't go together. So, besides a whole lot of other stuff, we won't talk about the pedophile priest scandal. But there was a lot of shit before that, even before, we got to that. So they've been consistently inconsistent. I digress. But anyway, if you all, for those who have never really felt like they had a resonance with traditional religion, I think it's because it teaches sameness, and all of us are inherently different. It's not meant to be like that. They're God. They're man's rules, not spirits. So anyway, stay tuned for more. It seems like I'll be doing these fairly frequently. This is the third night in a row that I've been channeling. So here we go, y'all. Give, comment, subscribe. If you find that this has helped you, resonated with you, please like and share with someone else, because this message is meant to go out in order to help all of us and raise the level of humanity on this earth. So, good night. Namaste.